Hi everybody, how you doing? I wanted to make just a quick video to start us off into week 4 and talk a little bit about week 3. It's actually snowing right now. We actually had a snow day in Massachusetts today for all the Cambridge College locations. Fortunately for us, the online class is weatherproof, so it doesn't really matter if it's snowing or not snowing, since everything we do is virtual. Some of you guys might not even live in Massachusetts, and if you haven't even seen snow, there it is. There's good snow outside today. So last week I think we had some really productive discussions. I think we had, I liked the readings from last week, and it seemed like a lot of people were enthusiastic about The Rose for Emily, Cask of the Amontillado, Battle Royale, and then Good Country People. And we talked about those first 3 in our discussion forums. And I think the discussion forums went really well. I think a lot of people sort of fed off of each other and used each other's ideas to help develop the discussion further. So it was a really productive discussion on all the stories. And I think we got pretty far with our discussions of Rose for Emily and Battle Royale and sort of exploring, what are the motivations of the characters in the story. I'm also going to take a look at the journals on symbolism. I've read a few of them so far. It looks like some people are really sort of in tune to some of the symbolism in Rose for Emily and Battle Royale and Cask of the Amontillado. One thing to keep in mind is to check your grades on Grade Center and make sure that you're getting full credit for your journals, right? So most weeks when we have 2 discussion forums, there's 25 points of discussion total. So if you don't get the full 25, you can keep posting to make sure that you get those, but you do want to make sure you're getting the full credit because the discussion should be a pretty easy grade to get in the class. So check the grades, make sure that you're getting 100% on all your discussions. This week, we're moving on into the first essay. It seems like it came pretty fast, but I'm going to have you write your first essay, first of the 3 major essays for the class, which is a fiction analysis. And for this essay, what you're going to do is pick one of 2 stories, either Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman or Chrysanthemums by John Steinbeck. And you're going to come up with your a thesis for your reading of the story. What do you see as the theme of the story? And then you're going to write an analysis essay that shows how that theme plays out in the story. And I put some pretty helpful instructional materials up this week. There's a nice reading from the book about how to write an analysis essay with a good sample from A&P. It's called State of Mind in A&P. It's definitely worth reading. And I think that's pretty similar to the kind of thing that I'm looking for. I also put a student analysis up there of Good Country People. And it's a really good example of an essay. It might even be just a little bit longer than the kind of essay that I'm looking for from you, but it gives you a good idea how to write the analysis and what I'm generally looking for. Plus, I put a video up of me sort of analyzing or talking about that analysis essay and how it's working, what's working well. Plus, there's some tips to keep in mind for when you're writing your analysis essay. So I would say this week you want to start by probably reading the instructional materials. Read Good Country People if you haven't, then watch the instructional materials. Then I would read the two stories that are the basis, that could be the basis for essay 1, Yellow Wallpaper or Chrysanthemums, and then choose which one you want to do, and then design your essay. And after you design your essay, that might be a good time to post to the discussion forum. Try to do that by Thursday if you want. There's only one discussion forum post this week, and what I want you to do for that is just post your ideas of how you're thinking about writing the essay. Which story are you going to write about? What do you think your thesis is going to be? How are you going to structure that essay? And then see if you can give feedback to some other students by Sunday on their essays. And then the only other thing is just write the essay, right? So you have basically until Sunday to write this sort of 3 to 4 page analysis essay and then upload it to Blackboard. So there won't be a whole lot of interaction this week. This week you're going to mostly be working on designing and writing your analysis essay, although you will have a little interaction with students in the discussion forum. And then after that, we're going to be sort of done our fiction unit. The first unit went by quickly. And then we're going to be on to poetry next week, which I think will be a lot of fun. So just a couple things to keep in mind. I know it's a little bit different this week, so if anybody has any questions or gets stuck, feel free to message me or email me. Email is actually better because for some reason the messages, I don't see them. as much. So email me and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you in the discussion forums.